Manchester City, are they scary anymore? Do we pose a threat? Do we pose a threat to Liverpool? Do we pose a threat to Arsenal? Maybe Chelsea, maybe Tottenham. Do we even pose a threat to United? We're below United in the league, which gives them a little boost when we go and play them after the international. Is Husanov going to be okay? Is Rodri going to be okay? Is Nori going to be okay? John Stones is out. Is Diaz going to get better again? How do we solve our right back problems? Is Savio going to be headstrong? Has Tottenham affected him? When's Bob going to kick on? When's Doku actually going to assist or score a goal? When's Haaland going to get a decent pass? When's Marmoush going to be the player that he was at Frankfurt? Shall I go on? The problem is, I think we've wallowed that low now that our transition has gone from being I wouldn't say slight because it's still a big transition, but our transition period has gone from being, plausible to harder. Plausible to, is there a chance that we can get it sorted in time for this season? Will we have enough time left to compete with Liverpool and Arsenal by the time we get our shit together? When are our players going to gel? How long until our players gel? Reinders, phenomenal player. Cherky, injured. So I've come here for a bit of positivity, really. I'm hoping that one of you can give me some positivity. This is a fan channel after all. But as far as I'm concerned, we've got a lot to do. I think the club had a lot to do in the transfer window, and they didn't do it. That a lot of work could have been solved by getting a right back. They didn't do it. Now, you might be waiting for Livramento, but go and get a Munoz. Go and get Kyle Walker-Peters. Get a Tariq Lamptey. Just get a fullback capable of being a fullback. Get Semedo. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me who they got. If they're eyeballing Livramento, waiting for him, waiting for when it's possible with Newcastle, because obviously Isak went. And yes, I have had a few messages on my Isak video when I said he wouldn't go. But let's be fair, that wasn't anything. He went because he was pressured into going. He scammed his way out of Newcastle. Not on good terms either. So, nobody seen that coming really, did they? Right at the beginning, because that's where my video was, right at the beginning. But he scammed his way out, really. But anyway, let's talk about City. Let's talk about how I'd solve it. Well, first of all, I would give Diaz a lengthy period out. Let him realise what he's missing by not being in the team. It's a World Cup year. He wants to be in the City team. I think we need to see Gvardiol and Husanov centre-back partnership. I want to see Nico G at right back. I want to see it. I think he's the perfect balance between attacking and defending. That he would be perfect for a fullback. And what have we got to lose? Surely he's going to be better than Nunes there. Surely he's going to be better than Rico Lewis there. Now, Nunes would be okay there, to be honest. It's just, obviously, the other day, the handball. I think that was a bit silly, to be honest. But, it was right at him. What could he do? You jump, your arms are up. It's stupid. I don't really want to make excuses. But I'm making an excuse. That's what I'm doing. I think giving Rico Lewis a 4-year extension, silly. That tells me that, Pep ain't finished playing him. And let's not forget that Pep's going in 2 seasons. So we're going to be stuck with these players. We're going to be stuck with these players that Pep's saying, yeah, keep him. After he's gone. It makes Pep's job a bit easier after he leaves as well. because he's thinking, oh, they got Rico Lewis at right back. Rico Lewis is not a right back. I don't know how many times Pep's going to play him there before he realises that Rico Lewis is not a right back. And obviously, Diaz cannot hold that defensive line down on his own. Now, City have been getting better at holding that high line and playing players offside. But I'm pretty sure he was the reason they got in the last game against Brighton. So, maybe players need to be dropped. Can we afford to drop players? I don't know. Don't think so. So, the question is, can we compete for the title this season? Possibly. I think we got more chance at the Champions League than the Premier League. I think 38 games. You have to be good for 38 games. Majority of them 38 games. Whereas in the Champions League, you can kind of scam it. You can get a bit lucky. We need Rodri back to full strength. Rodri at full strength would solve a lot of our problems. He was saying after the last game that he's not a one-man team, he's not Messi. And you need that sort of reality. You do need that sort of reality. Because we can't be saying, oh yeah, Rodri's going to solve all our problems. Because Rodri won't solve all our problems. It'll solve a big problem, but not all of them. Husanov and Vardiol, centre-back partnership, please. Ait-Nouri, and we have to. But Mateus Nunes, full-backs. I want to try Nico G there, but I'm not Pep. I'm not the manager. I have no say whatsoever. And then Rodri, Reinders, Bernardo midfield. Bernardo, a lot of people aren't fond of Bernardo, but he's captain. He's going to play, and he just adds a bit of security there. And he just runs. He runs for 90 minutes. You can't take that away from him. He runs for 90 minutes. And then, as far as on the wings, I want Bob, Savio, and then Haaland through the middle. Marmoush used as an Alvarez when we need to use Marmoush like that. Obviously, Shirky needs to get in there. Foden needs to get in there. At the minute, they're injured. So if you're asking me, do I think it's possible? I think it's possible, yeah. It's just a matter of when this team gels. This team needs to gel. When we're playing every 3 days, that's when City play their best game. But now we're missing our De Bruyne's, our David Silva's, our Yaya Torres, our Sergio Aguero's. How many of these players have got elite mentality? Will we improve? That's the question. Get in the comments. Let me know. Can we compete for a title? Get in the comments. Let me know. I want your thoughts. Like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.